Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Toyo if you're just meeting me for the first time, and I'm a YouTuber. I'm a digital nomad based in Malta. So I don't think you people have seen me this put together in a long time. Anyways, in today's video I just want to tell you the process of renewing our digital nomad visas. So if you're in the process of renewing yours, I guess this is for you. And if you just want to know what it's like to renew the digital nomad visa in Malta, this is also for you. Now, we've been here for 1 year, over 1 year actually, and so I think so far it's been blissful, it's been good. We love the country, we love the experience. Of course, there are things that we wish that we could change, there are things that we wish could be different about the digital nomad visa. For example, I know that in other countries, their digital nomad visas allow their spouses to work. I also know that these countries, because you're paying, I don't know if it's because you're paying huge taxes, but at least you have the opportunity to pay taxes, and then your stay eventually counts as something. So it amounts to something at the end of the day. And so you can maybe, after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residence or even passport, that kind of thing. But Malta doesn't give us that opportunity. Literally, as a nomad, you're doing everything yourself. You don't really have social benefits as other residents, like free healthcare, school and things like that. But actually, I think the schools are, maybe some government schools are actually free. But then there's just some things that you don't have access to. So like I said, the whole long-term stay, permanent residence, I don't know, I made a video some time back, and I was just talking about how long Malta allows digital nomads to stay in their country. When we were applying, it was about 3 years, and then when we got here, they eventually extended it to 4 years. So you're allowed to stay 4 years in Malta as a digital nomad. So I don't know if they are going to extend it. I hope they do. One other thing that seems to be so stressful that I wish I could actually change is the fact that you have to go through this process every year. And I know that there are reasons why they ask for it to be done every year, but then it could just be stressful. It could be stressful having to apply. And by the way, it's not after 1 year, because you have to literally start your application maybe like 2 months or 3 months before. So you need to give them time to process it, and you don't want to stay in the country illegally and you haven't gotten your at least approval in principle. So you have to start ahead of time. So more or less you have like 9 months to not think about renewal, but after that, like, you have to begin the process of renewal. And yeah, that could be stressful. It would just be a lot better if maybe they could give us for 4 years. Okay, maybe that's a stretch, but like 2 years, and then maybe every year they could review your stay or application. But then again, it wouldn't be as lengthy as starting the process all over again. So back to the whole spouses working and all that. We all know, I've mentioned this several times, the nomad visa doesn't allow your spouse to work here. And so yeah, that could just be a bit somehow, because I've gotten a lot of questions with people saying, okay, I am a nomad, my wife is not a nomad, or I'm the nomad as the wife, I'm the one who works remotely and that kind of thing. But I want to call my family. What are they going to be doing when they come here? And I totally understand that in a lot of cases, both the husband and the wife work remotely. So for some families, it's not a big deal at all. But for some, it's like, are you just going to come here and do nothing? One of the things that we're really grateful for is the community of Nigerian nomads that live in Malta. So yeah, it's been really nice getting to know these people, and actually knowing that you have people that are like-minded and all that, in the same place. Yeah, so let me just go straight to the renewal. So we didn't to be honest, the renewal was just pretty much the same as when we were applying for the first time. But I think, okay, so when we were applying, we were communicating with them and sending our documents via email. But this time around, there's a portal. Basically, that's where you put all your information, your documents, all the forms and everything. You fill it up there, and then you submit on that portal, and then they get back to you via email. Now the requirements remain the same. So for the first stage, My husband sent some information like an employment letter to show that you're still working remotely. I believe bank statement as well, and basically all those documents which I've listed before. I'll put the link of the requirements in the description box, and I will also link the video. All the requirements that we were asked to provide, we provided, and then we also paid the application fee, which is 300 euros per applicant. And then we now had to wait for the great 60 working days. I think 60 working days is 3 months or thereabouts. That's the gruesome part, because you literally have to wait for them to get back to you. And for people that don't necessarily have a backup plan, like you don't have another country that you're going to, that kind of thing, waiting for Residency Malta to get back to you could be a lot, right? Because while we've been here, like last year, we heard a lot of news of them rejecting people's renewal. In fact, at the point where we applied for our renewal, we knew about 5 people that had been rejected. And so we kept on asking questions like, okay, what is the reason? What could be the reason why you're getting rejected? And Residency Malta, they do not provide answers to that great question. But then there are a few things that we also feel that could contribute to them rejecting you. For example, if you change your address and they're not aware of it, if you get a new job and they're not aware that you changed your job, if you don't stay in the country at all, like you just got your residency card and you left, and it's going to show in your bank statement whether you stayed in the country, if you spent money in the country or not. So yeah, these things might affect the acceptance of the renewal application. Yeah, so it was just a lot having to wait for Residency Malta to get back to us. I kept on asking my husband, have you received an email? Have you received any email? And yeah, I don't even know if it was up to 60 working days for us, but eventually they got back to us with our approval in principle. For the renewal, one thing is that you're not going to go through the whole visa application because you're already in the country, yes. So the next thing that we did was send them our housing contract. We also sent them our health insurance, because we had to renew our health insurance contract for 1 year, our housing contract for 1 year. I think that's about it. Yeah, and so because we already had those things on ground, we already spoke to our landlord, we already sorted out our insurance with Gasa Mamo. We sent it to them. They acknowledged. Eventually they sent us a final approval and then asked for us to come to the office for our biometrics. Yeah, so we did that, and then it took about 3 weeks for our cards to finally be out. And yes, we just got our cards and we are approved for the second year in Malta. Yeah, so that's about it. That's basically the process. I think along the line they asked my husband for something, either his employment, something about employment, or bank statement or something. I will confirm. But yeah, they asked him for something else. But I mean, as long as you have those details, just send it to them. This is doing their due diligence. So they will ask you for 1 or 2 things. So yeah, so that's about it, guys. It wasn't so stressful. That waiting period was just long, but that's about it. If you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comment section and I'll do my best to respond. I'll do my best to answer. I have other videos coming up. I have a video about the cost of living, or like what it costs us to live in Malta per month, and I think it's going to be helpful to other people. Yeah, and that should be coming up very soon. I also want to share some information about the places in Malta and the places to live as a student and as digital nomads as well. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section as usual, and also subscribe to my channel. Also, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far, that has engaged in my posts, in my videos. I'm really grateful, because indeed we have actually grown on here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.